Hey guys, how have you all been? It has been a week on our homestead. In fact, at the moment it kind of really feels like it's been, well, about 6 months, because it has. And maybe if I look back, it's kind of a little bit been a rough year. uh, in case you're wondering what I'm doing right now, butchering a deer. So if you see my hands busy and me looking down, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting it all cut up into stew meat and put into a jar and ready to process. For the most part, what I do with deer is just a lot of burger and a lot of stew meat. The stew meat we use in just about everything. We really like steamed rice with just meat for lunch. Like that is like one of our favorite things we have for lunch around here, just meat and rice. We'll have some veggies with it, but I mean, it's good stuff. We love it. And obviously we put it in stew and just about everything else, but it's probably the most versatile way I know to deal with deer. But that is not what today's video is about. I have had, over the last week, about a million intentions of hopping on here and telling you guys that I am either taking a break from YouTube or quitting. I was going to tell you that it is because we got a lot going on, which we do. It's true. And that something had to give, and it was going to be YouTube. But, and I still may do that. It's still an option, honestly. But I don't feel right about doing it without trying this first. Now, one of the biggest reasons why I was thinking on quitting or taking a long break was, well, for one, we're busy. We're really busy right now. We sold our property in Nebraska and we paid off all our bills. We paid off all the cars, we paid off the mortgage, we paid off everything. We bought our land outright and we moved here debt-free. Unfortunately, life happened and we didn't stay that way. I mean, not that we've accumulated a lot of debt, but there is a little, and it's, well, the dream here was to be debt-free. And so it's keeping us up at night that we're not. We had thought that the business was going to move with us and that we were going to have, all kinds of customers down here painting. It's been 6 months. The phone's not ringing. So we find ourselves in a little bit of a financial situation, which, again, is not a big deal. It's really not. It's nothing we can't dig our way out of. But it's just going to take work. And it's going to take time. And so now we are both working kind of part-time, both of us. And then when we're not working, we're here trying to get something done, but things keep coming up. So that's another aspect of it. We're really kind of struggling in a lot of ways. And it was something I didn't want to get on here and talk about. It was like, I just wanted to take the easy way out and just be like, hey, we're busy, so see you when we're not so busy, and not talk about, what? Homesteading is hard. It's hard. It's a lot of work, and things don't always go the way you want them to. And it can be really frustrating, and it can be emotionally and spiritually and physically and every way draining. And then when you're YouTubing on top of it, you get to put on a smile and hop on here and tell everybody how great homesteading is and teach people things that, when you don't even feel like being around people. And you gotta get on here and teach people stuff and put on your happy face. And it's it's hard and you don't want to do it. You just don't feel like doing it. And that's just where I've been lately. And I think I've been here longer than I realized, because it's been probably since early September that it started setting in. When things just started going wrong. Oh, it's one of those situations where I can either laugh or I can cry, and I don't want to cry. So I'm just laughing like a maniac right now. But I mean, it's been just a million things, and it feels like, you know how it feels like when it rains, it pours? It's been monsooning around here. And that's, you know, what's going on here lately. And, you know, you pour on top of that, the barn's not getting built, and we live in a camper, and we haul our water, and we, you know, all the little things that make life easy, we don't have those. And then also, so, you know, homesteading is hard on a good day. But on top of that, I have seasonal depression. It is middle of October right now. And any other year, I would be popping a cocktail of antidepressants and drugs to help me cope, like a 3-year-old with a bag of Skittles. But this year, I'm trying really hard to do it drug-free. I manage my mental health mostly with stability year-round. You know, it's always there a little bit year-round, but it's like going into fall is like the hardest, and winter is really hard. But I think fall is the hardest, you know, when the garden is dying or dead and everything is turning brown and all the places outside that I turn to for joy are dead. And it's cold, too cold for me to be outside. I have a thyroid issue that affects my hypothalamus, so I can't regulate my body temperature like a normal human being, especially in the cold. I will turn into a zombie if I'm outside for longer than like 20 minutes. So I can't go outside in winter like other people can. It's like, you know, a lot of people manage depression by exercise. I'm stuck in a little camper. I can't get out and exercise like everybody else. And yes, I could get a gym membership, but that is all the way to town and costs money, and I'm not doing it right now. I may resort to that later in the winter. Right now, I'm not. So yet more reasons for molehills to feel like mountains, for me to not want to make happy videos about things that I just don't want to deal with. It's gonna be a rough winter, guys. It's gonna be hard. If I don't go to a doctor and get some drugs, I'm not gonna feel like making videos. I don't know how many I'm gonna put out this winter. Chances are I will pass off the camera to the kids and they'll take you out to do chores, or Royce might take you hunting or to shovel snow. We might have some of those famous Lumna Acre videos where he spends like 40 minutes shoveling snow and we actually watch him do it. I'm curious to see if you watch him do it. But as of today, right this second, not quitting. Not quitting Homestead. I'm not quitting YouTube, and I'm not quitting you just because it's hard. Because I'm not making these videos to show you all the super happy things. I'm showing you how to do things and how not to do things. Let's get that right, okay? You're gonna see a lot of what not to do on our channel. Homesteading is not a lifestyle for people who are happy all the time. It's not a lifestyle for people who get everything right all the time. It's a lifestyle for people, period. And you can do it too. Whether you are like me and you get depressed, or you get anxious, or you are an introvert who's extremely uncomfortable talking to people, or a reflection of yourself like I am right now, on the best of days and the worst of days, I'm gonna get through this. And I want to try to get through it with you, so that you can see that you can do it too. And that might mean that you're seeing a lot less of me because I'm handing off the camera, or because I'm just not making videos. And if that's not something you're good with, then unsubscribe, please. Because negativity doesn't help. And there are some people who would rather keep getting notifications on videos that they don't want to see and say ugly things than just unsubscribe to a channel. So if you can't cope with me having trouble coping, then unsubscribe. If you can't deal with a channel that doesn't put out content on a schedule and a regular basis, consistently and reliably and constantly, then unsubscribe. If you only want to see videos from a channel where people are genuinely super happy, unsubscribe. If you want me to lie to you, unsubscribe. This is our truth, and this is our reality right now. And if you're okay with that, then subscribe. Then like this video. Then share this video. Tell people about us, because we're real. You know, we're real people, and we're not ever going to intentionally misrepresent ourselves. We're not ever going to lie to you. We're not ever going to pretend to be something we're not. Okay. With the tiny exception. If I stub my toe while Royce is shooting a video, I'm going to cut out what comes out of my mouth. Because let's get honest, sometimes things come out. I was not born a Christian. Okay, so with the exception of little things like that, and that doesn't happen very often, but we're being real here, right? It happens every once in a while. With the exception of little things like that, you're going to see it here. If you are someone who chooses to hang in there with us and keep watching our channel, we appreciate you deeply. Deeply. We know that those of you who stay support us and care, and that means so much more than I could tell you on here. You know what? God is bigger than this. He's bigger than any of this. And that's why I want you to see this. That's why I want you to follow us through this. That's why I want to stay in front of the camera through this, so that you can see that there is something bigger. There's something so much bigger than any sorrow that I feel. So much bigger than things that will pass. Because this will pass. It will pass. It's just a thing. You know, this cloud comes over my head through the winter, and then it passes. And the sun comes out in spring, and it's like, oh, and it will be back. It will be back. The sun will be back. And in the meantime, God is a constant. He is a constant. And I don't feel that peace, and I don't feel that joy every second of every day, but it's there. It's still there, even when I can't see it, just like him. And I hope that that's something that you get from our channel. If nothing else, if you learn nothing else from us, learn that God is good. He's so good. And so are you. We love you. Have a blessed day, guys.